Hi, welcome to Second Chances Farm. I'm Robbie Jester. We're going to be making some delicious food for you today, featuring produce from here at the farm. Today I have with me Gary Trevisani. Now Gary was the formerly of the Orchard Restaurant and also Walnut Hill College. Gary, what are you making today?
Robbie, thanks for inviting me. Ajit, thank you for inviting me to be a part of this event. What we're doing today, what I think it's a simple recipe. It's a combination of basically three things. It's a chicken breast. We're going to poach it. We're thinking healthy. So we're poaching it in a vegetable broth, and we're going to serve it on a carrot juice. Really, it's kind of a puree, but I'm going to loosen up the puree. It's going to be a spicy carrot juice. Then we'll serve it with wilted collard greens and garnish it with some charred bunch scallions with some olive oil. As always. And onions, that's right, now to do that. Onions. I have some garlic here. You can see that. I don't have to mince these, the garlic. All I have to do is just slice this and slice it thin. I'll add that. I'm going to add ginger to this. I'm going to leave the skin on the ginger because the ginger it has more spice to it when you leave the skin on. I'm going to add that. Then I'm adding the carrots. And this is about 8 ounces of carrots to this particular dish. So we're just going to coat them in the fat. I don't need to really cook them very much, but what we're going to do is coat them in the fat. And then we'll get the pan nice and hot, so we're going to add some vegetable broth. Now I made the vegetable broth yesterday. It's onions and celery, and I put some tomato in it and some spices in it too. So I'm going to add that. We just add I'm going to add just the tops of parsley to this. And we will bring this to a boil. While that's simmering, we're going to then cook the chicken. So here, we're going to prep I'm using a chicken breast. I bought some free-range chicken breast. I boned the chicken breast and it's completely, it's all meat, no bones. And we're going to season it with some salt and pepper. With this, makes it real simple when we talk about oven poaching. Put a little bit of, you don't have to completely cover it with the stock or the broth, but you do want to make sure that the foil is completely around. And then what we'll do with this is we're going to place this in a hot oven. This oven has to be 450 degrees or so, and it'll take about 20 minutes to cook.
So Second Chances Farm has a farm-to-table delivery program. And for those of you that are looking for information about that, you can find it at www.secondchancesfarm.com. So it's cut within 48 hours of the order going out. It's all pesticide-free, herbicide-free. You're never going to find produce that's more fresh and delicious than that.
Start with the onions, give them a head start on my garlic. We're throwing these in whole because they're going to wilt, and the stems will be just a nice part to it. You can certainly take the stems off if you like, but we're going to just want to wilt these.
And a note to make about the Second Chances Farm collard greens versus like a conventional collard green that you're going to see. Yeah. The stems are going to be, it's a younger plant, the stems are going to be much more tender, so you can cook the entirety of it this way rather than having to maybe pull out some of the woodier pieces of stem that you would traditionally see with a collard green.
I always salt things at the end. You salt things because the flavor, it brings out the sweetness in things. So I don't like to salt them too early.
It also depends on how, it's very sterile to say it this way, but how thick the ingredient is too. You don't want to salt things that are thin and delicate like this way early in the process, because you're going to end up with a salty product, and that salt's going to affect the color and the balance as well.
Everything.
And another reason for kind of like straining it with the slotted spoon is you want to be able to control the consistency at the end. And if you just pour, there's no way for you to really be able to tell. Like you or I could eyeball it, but for somebody doing this for the first time, they really should probably use the slotted spoon. It's going to give you a little bit more control over the end product. right.
It'll probably take all of that.
Okay.
Yes.
So a couple things about pureeing hot food, and Chef could guide you through this as well. We want to make sure if we're going to puree hot food that we start out very slowly. So I'm going to just turn it on and off till we get it working. Start it on a low, and then as I get more comfortable, let some of that steam escape. Then we can go up in speed.
We'll take the puree and we're going to place it in a pot that we're going to add a little bit of my broth. Get it? Because the recipe says in parentheses juice, and I'm going to put some cayenne pepper in now. Whoops. There are two things that you can do this. You can add more liquid to it, which will take away some of the spice. And the other thing that I've learned with too much red spice cayenne, it always catches you in the back of the throat.
That's correct.
So you're about to serve it. What do? You can't dilute it at all. You put white and black pepper in it, make it more spicy on the front of the tongue, and it doesn't feel as bad.
So it's more well balanced. Yep, yeah. Makes sense. All right, Chef, so I seem to be getting a little color on the bottom of these. Should I flip them over?
Let's flip them over. Let's see that we have some. Oh, that looks great. And we're going to plate. I think we're ready.
Go in the bottom of our bowl with the collard greens. Again, that has collard greens, onions, and garlic, correct, Chef?
Indeed. Spoon some sauce for the carrot. It's your dish.
There we go. Looks
Here's our
beautiful.
dish today.
We're gonna bring in somebody from the team here at the farm to have the first taste of that. So we have Will here. Will is one of the new team members from Second Chances Farm. He's done a little bit of everything lately, but working in the packaging room recently. So Chef, could you tell him what we made today?
So Will, what we did today was we made a poached chicken breast. So it kept it light, and we also made a carrot juice, which was really carrots cooked in some real spicy spices, ginger, garlic, peppercorn, star anise, and that's kind of your sauce. And it looks like a soup, but it's not quite a soup. And on top, we charred it with the bunch onions to give it a kind of we have sweetness and char taste. Here, go ahead, have it.
Thank you.
Have at it.
Oh yeah, it really tastes like the charred bunchy onions in there. It's delicious.
Awesome.
A little spicy.
A little spicy, a little sweet too.
Good. Hope
Yep.
you enjoy it.
Nice work. Looks delicious. Can't wait to try it. So thanks for tuning in to Second Chances Farm. If you have any questions, you want to look at our newest stuff, go to www.secondchancesfarm.com. Chef, thank you so much. Learned a lot, and I can't wait to taste it.
Well, thank you so very much, and it's my pleasure to be a part of Second Chances Farm.
And real quick, Chef, tell us what you're working on right now, because we didn't go over that earlier.
Well, you know what? I am now doing classes online. I do some Zoom classes for all these folks that are stuck at home, and these companies want to do something nice for them, so they offer exercise classes, yoga classes, and me.